a murder scene, investigators found fingerprints belonging to Christine, a girl who had been killed a year earlier and who also happened to be the daughter of the current Minister of Affairs. Detective Lena believed it was just a coincidence, but her partner Mark disagreed. From questioning Laura's autistic son, the victim's child, they confirmed that the chestnut figurine left at the scene had been deliberately placed there by the killer. Still, Lena refused to reopen the Christine case on top of this one. Doing so would not only complicate matters, but also face strong resistance from their superiors. Frustrated, Mark stormed off. The next day, Lena turned her attention to Laura's new boyfriend, Mike. She pressed him, asking why Laura had changed the locks without telling him. Had they been fighting? Mike explained that Laura's son often lost his keys, which was likely the reason for the lock change. But Lena wasn't satisfied. She suggested her own theory, that Laura had tried to break up with him. He lost control at the thought of never seeing her again, and in his rage, he even cut off her hands. Mike firmly denied it. His lawyer added that without evidence, the detectives couldn't keep making baseless accusations, and they had no grounds to continue detaining his client. Before leaving, Lena asked just one last question. She showed Mike a photo of the chestnut figurine and asked if he had ever seen it. Mike glanced at it and said no. Meanwhile, Mark continued his own investigation and made a troubling discovery. He returned to Lena with new evidence. Through a friend, he had re-examined Christine's case and found something that didn't add up. To demonstrate, Mark brought in a pig. Hanging it up, he used a machete identical to the one from Christine's case and hacked through its leg. He then thoroughly cleaned the blade and placed it under a microscope. He explained, "A pig's bone density and strength are very similar to that of a 12-year-old child. When a blade cuts into bone, microscopic particles get lodged in the weapon's grooves. These can't be removed unless you scrub them out forcefully. But in Christine's case, the murder weapon carried only traces of blood, no bone fragments at all. That struck him as deeply suspicious." Lena argued that maybe the girl hadn't actually been dismembered, or perhaps the killer suffered from a mental disorder, but Mark insisted the two cases had to be connected. He even questioned how the killer could have so conveniently forgotten the burial site. The appearance of the chestnut man was clearly intentional.